Hello, and welcome to today's video. You're out on the town, you drop your mod, breaks, doesn't function. Maybe you need something to get you by. You pop into the store, and you see this little Cuvie Plus thing, right? It's not what I normally vape on, but you know, whatever. It'll probably do the job. Cool beans. Cut storyline. I've already killed this thing. I've taken it apart, recharged the battery, and refilled it. Hey, you can do that. Yeah, you can. My flavor is still working its way in, which my flavor that I threw in here is the Hydra Passion Fruit Lemonade, because I'm pretty sure that's like a 70-30. I don't have anything 50-50 to throw in here, which would probably work a lot better. But yeah, I don't do that normally. It still has a hint of the apple peach. That is starting to work its way in. And I will say, it was quite dry. Let's go over this, shall we? This could save you a couple bucks. You know, a spare thing to throw in your pocket, your purse, your wallet. I don't know. Can you get that in your wallet? I don't know. Not my wallet. Pliers. None of this is glued. This is a metal tube. Cool beans. Simply grab the end as such and give her just a nice wiggle out. Okay? And out she comes. Now, with this being the light that you see, right? This is also the draw activated switch. Cool beans to know, right? Yeah. And we'll do this real careful like. Okay? Pull real careful. These wires are small and they are the only thing holding everything together. So, real careful like. You got a nice refillable pot. You can see that I only filled it about halfway. It's slowly soaking into the bottom part down there. We'll start at the top. If you take this rubber cap off, you can fill that up. No focus for you, no focus for you. But around the outside is the cellulose type material, not really cotton. And then you can just simply put that back on, nice and plastic cup style cellulose material, coil inside. I can't really see what kind of coils down in there, and I don't want to strip it all apart yet because it still works because I charged it. So you take this nice piece of, it's not really cotton, I don't know, some fibrous material, whatever. It basically covers the negative. Yes, I said the negative. This side is the negative of your battery. Alright? If you have an external charger like I do, you simply take this piece of tape off right here, fold it back over, expose the positive side, stick it in your battery charger, and it takes 1.5 hours at 1 amp to charge back up. This one doesn't tell me the milliamp hour rating once it's charged. One of my other chargers did, but I don't know where I put that. So, there's that. Now, once it's charged, I filled it up halfway. You can kind of tell. I only filled it halfway. It looks like the cellulose material all the way up when it's dry, and when it's wet, it looks clear. I got construction workers outside, so if you hear a high-pitched whine, it's from them out on the road, not from me. That is a lot of noise. That's really annoying. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. But then I put this back over. Really all this is doing, slightly restricting the airflow and covering up the negative post. And then, doesn't matter which way you put it in, there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. That's hard to do. Hold on. I'll fitment that in a second. Stick that back up in there. Put my piece of cloth material back up on there. It's just, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to just shove stuff up far enough so that the wires are up in there. Alright, sorry. I just shoved the pot up a little bit farther so I could easily stuff the battery with that material around it in, and just back down in there. Take this and I'm just gonna push on it a little bit like that, and then put this back down like so, and just give her a little love tap. Oh, love tap, baby, love tap. No, that's not where it's at. Sign says, stay away, fool. More is coming through. It's going to take a little while to wick to the bottom. It'll slowly do it. It's a lot of cellulose material in that tank chamber. Sure. And we're off to the races again with the Cuvie Plus that doesn't really taste like apple peach anymore, and now it doesn't have really just residual amounts of the 50 milligram that was in it in the first place. And taking it apart actually made it slightly more airy, which I enjoy. So there's that. Metal tube. I did not bother to try to pull a mouthpiece off because it wasn't necessary. Everything slides right out the bottom. Why mess with something and potentially break it if I don't have to? So, yeah. And being these are like 20 bucks, depending on where you go, that just saved you 20 bucks if you have a spare, an actual charger. You know, an actual charger. Oh, I got the big boy down here, and I was gonna do a little update on that, and one of my bays just wasn't working right, and it seemed like the battery would never fully charge on that bay, and I couldn't figure out why. Somebody pushed a button. Yeah, it's got buttons for different amperages of charging, and it was on the lowest setting, and yeah, my bad. So, still working fine. I guess every once in a while I should just look at the damn charger and see if any of the buttons have been pushed. It's really all I got for you on that. You want an update on this C-frame mod? It still works great. I've dropped it a multitude of times. There's no chips in it, nothing except for that still, and goes in the pocket every day. And the only reason that's wore out is from sitting. That's it. Nothing on the frame, nothing anywhere. It still looks like it did, fresh and new. It's crazy. There is no way I got the... Is this 1,400 puffs or 4,000? I don't remember. The box is up there. You think the box will tell me? there's no way I got that amount of puffs out of it. What do you say? Disposable. 1,200 puffs. There's no way. However, as you've all seen, I don't do that, which is 1/3 the amount of time of what I actually do. So, take that into account. If you're gonna, you quite possibly will get the 1,200 puffs out of this. There's no way I got that many out of this. But, yeah. Pull it apart. Nice and easy. Don't go yanking. Nobody likes a yanker, okay? Just go nice and easy and just pull it out. Those wires are really thin, and they're the only thing connecting all that together. So, I suppose if you really wanted to, you could put a rod or something up in the top part after you take the bottom section loose, because this is what's holding everything in there. It's a firm fit. Okay, I suppose you could take a rod of some sort and just push everything through, but the very top of that tank is a very, very soft rubber, so you may push into the tank and destroy the tank before you get the rest of this out. It's a snug fit, but it's a possibility. I just chose to pull everything out the bottom. There is nothing else up at the top here. It is just the hollow tube with mouthpiece. That's it. There's no splash shield or any of that nonsense. You look right through it once you pull everything out. And it works. It's kind of I don't know. This might be a nice thing to use out on the lawnmower or something, because, you know, the tip's small enough to where you don't have to worry about too many bugs or grass seeds or anything like that flying down in there while you're out there mowing. But stripping the Cuvie. Stripping the Cuvie. That's my video for today. I got tons of other shit to do, okay? My juice is working in there, and it's quite nice. It does have that very mild minty flavor going on. It's just it's on that exhale, and it's kind of weird, but whatever. If anybody knows anything about refilling tanks from one flavor to another flavor, you know that certain things like tobaccos, rich bakeries, mint, menthol, culotta will all stay in the wicking material for an extended amount of time. It just happens. I don't know. It's working fine. So maybe we'll experiment and see how many times I can refill this. Like I said, I only refilled it like halfway, because it's like drip a bunch in there, wait for it to soak. Drip a bunch in there, wait for it to soak down. Drip a bunch in there, wait for it to soak down. And rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And I'm impatient, so I only did it halfway. Little coil in there does fine. It is a 4.2 charge battery, you know, 3.7, but charges to 4.2. Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. Rip it apart, refill it, recharge it, and you just save the environment one of these, right? Is that how that goes? Also, you could rip it apart and you could recycle the battery that's in it. Instead of chucking this whole thing, recycle the metal tube with plastic top. I think it's a plastic top. I never really, it feels plastic. And then you could recycle the metal tube and the plastic top and take that to your local battery recycler and whatever you want to do with the rest of it there. Every little bit helps. I don't know. Nice to know if you have some e-liquid and a charger, you can continue to use something that wasn't made to be continually used. Should have just put a charge port on it and a fill hole and called it a day. Telling you. Telling you. Y'all have a groovy Tuesday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this, because I know I will. Sure.